understand that one of the challenges sometimes is persuading a potential buyer or a seller that they really need an intermediary that will be very helpful to them. We know that, but often some of our clients, or perhaps other advisors, CPAs, lawyers, or whatever, aren't all that sure that they really need an intermediary to manage through the transaction. So we have a collective job in front of us to educate clients and the public and the other advisors about that we are professionals, how we do it, and that it is worthwhile to employ the services of an intermediary. To that end, about I guess a couple of years ago, M&A Source, under the engaged Smith Buckland to do a study with buyers and sellers, and to do an interview and with a series of questions to find out what their experience was for people that had actually used an intermediary. They asked them, do you think using an intermediary, to what degree did they increase the price you got for the business? 90% of the respondents said they got them at least 10% more for the business. 60% of the respondents answered 20% more for the business, and 40% of the respondents answered 30% more for the business. That's a very significant reason to use an intermediary. Reduce stress, 90%, and you guys can all embellish on all these things and add to the other ones. And then on the seller side, you had, on the buyer side, you have a similar set of things. Buyers typically thought the negotiations were much easier, and we would expect that with an intermediary involved. We closed the deal faster, 60% of the time. 92% said they appreciate the fact that there's a committed seller on the other side of the equation, and that at the 11th hour the seller doesn't just walk away, and he's invested lots of energy in that process. Reduce stress, 53% said it's a lot easier and less stressful to do it. So these slides are available. You use this forum to share them if you haven't seen them, or if you have an interest, let me know and I'll ship you a copy of them, and you can incorporate this however you see fit.